gonna lock my door first. Hello my fellow bookworms and welcome to my brand new channel. If any of you don't know me, my name is Lily. I do currently have a YouTube which is called Lilfits UK, so if you would like to go and subscribe to that, that would be amazing. On that channel I basically film vlogs, I film challenges, I film lots of fitness and nutritional healthy content, basically a bit of everything. And I was going to put this video on that channel, but I kind of thought this was kind of a subject specific type of video where I should really have a completely separate channel which is just about books, because I feel like only specific people will really watch videos about books, me being one of them people. And I kind of wanted to join the book community, and be able to create videos and collab with other people who are in the book community. And I do have a book Instagram which is booksandbrains_babe, so if you would like to give that a follow, I'll put it somewhere on the screen, and all my social medias will be in the description below. And yeah, I just thought I would start off this channel by doing a cheeky little TBR for April. Basically it's the very beginning of March right now, and I just thought if I'm going to start a book channel, I should really try and pile up some videos and get it ready, make sure I'm going in head first and everything is perfect basically. So that's what's happening, and I thought I would just start this channel with a cheeky April TBR, because who doesn't love a good TBR. I do just want to quickly share that I actually suffer with dyslexia, so I can still read completely fine, I can still write completely fine. As most of you probably know, if you came from any of my other social medias or my other channel, I study creative writing at university and I'm an undergrad student at the University of Lincoln. So my dyslexia does not at all affect my literacy skills, it does not affect my spelling, nothing like that. It's literally just my processing information is really slow. So for me to read a book, sometimes I might just have to read over a line a few times for it to basically sink in, and I also read quite slow, and that's basically all my dyslexia consists of. I just wanted to let you know about that, because basically my TBRs will be a lot shorter than the average person's TBRs. As much as I love books, and I probably read just as much as the average book lover does read, obviously my dyslexia does get in the way, and it can be a problem in trying to read a big pile of books, you know, in 1 month, because it takes me a lot longer to read a book than the average person. So yeah, I did just think I should throw that in there really quickly for you. So yeah, my TBR list is quite short, but you know, it's okay. I just want anybody else who's here with dyslexia and is thinking they can never be a writer, they can't have a bookstagram, they can't vlog about books, you totally can. I'm over here with dyslexia, I'm writing novels for my course, with very high hopes and dreams to be an author. So follow your dreams and don't let any dyslexia or anything like that get in the way ever, because I certainly didn't let it. Just go for it, man, you only live once, so just do it. So yeah, let's just get started straight away on this TBR. Okay, so I did just think that I should throw in, I'm currently reading Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. I asked for this book for Christmas and my boyfriend bought it for me. I'm only 76 pages into the book. This book was a very slow starter. When I started it, if you've read this book, or well, if you have read this book, you will understand what I'm saying, and if you're going to read this book, be prepared for it. The start of this book, well for me anyway, was very confusing. There's a lot of Greek mythology terminology, there's a lot of like stuff about gods and Jesus and the devil, and a lot of specific terminology that you kind of have to understand. The beginning also is, for me, I found it was kind of a bit all over the place, and I was basically not enjoying reading the book. It took me a long time to finally get into the story, finally understand what was going on, finally understand who was who, and so on and so forth. But I finally got into it, I finally know who's who, I finally know what's going on, and yeah, at the moment I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a brilliant read. For me, this is 392 pages long, so this is probably a long read for me. Like I've said, it takes me a long time to read books, so as much as I love reading huge books, it does kind of feel a little bit like a chore the bigger the book, because I am such a slow reader, and I think it would have to be a book I was really interested in to read, like a really thick one. For example, I have It by Stephen King in my little book collection, and it's literally about this thick, and I'm just thinking, like, if this book is amazing, I'm not going to be able to read it. So fingers and toes crossed that it's the best book in the world, otherwise I will not be able to read it. This, yeah, like I've said, this is a kind of just out of my comfort zone read, in terms of the genre, in terms of the length, in terms of everything really, in terms of the themes that it focuses on. Yeah, it's very out of my comfort zone, but so far so good, and I am enjoying it. I think that I will finish this before March, so in this TBR, one of these books may potentially be, like, I may potentially begin reading them just before April, one of them, due to this one probably being finished like a week before the end of March, maybe 2. Anyway, straight on to the TBR. So the first book I do want to show you is, it is a book, but it's an anxiety journal. So I suffer really badly with depression and anxiety. I suffer a lot more with anxiety than I do depression, but besides the point, sorry about the downer thrown on the video. I hope to read The Anxiety Journal by Corinne Sweet in April. Yeah, it's basically a book of exercises and quotes. The exercises are to help you, like, calm down. The quotes are just, like, you know, to make you feel good about yourself, I suppose. It kind of has pages where it explains types of anxiety, how you can deal with types of anxiety. I think, if I'm right, it does actually have little slots. So it has a place where you can take notes of anything that you would like to take notes of. Yeah, it has exercises for the mornings, exercises for the evenings. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this. I bought it last month and was supposed to get started on it straight away, but I was reading a lot of other books at the time and kind of just didn't get into it. But I am going to start having a flick through it this week. I think it's one of them that you can just kind of pick up here and there and read, like, even halfway through it without reading the start. Yeah, I'm really hoping that this helps me a lot. So this is the first book I'm hoping to read straight after I finish Good Omens, or probably in between Good Omens. Next is this book called We Are Liars. I think this is a very old book. It is by E. Lockhart, and I got given this book years ago by a friend. And when I was given the book, my best friend at the time was actually reading this book, and she's not a big reader. She didn't really enjoy reading, but she always said to me when I think she likes seeing this book in my house, and she always said to me, like, that's the only book I've ever been able to read, you have to read it, it's so good, it's the only book I've been able to get through. Like I said, she's not a big reader, so for her to say that, I was kind of like, oh, it must be good. Yeah, for me it was kind of thin. Like, Good Omens is kind of literally just over my mark of, like, an easy read, if that makes sense. So that's, like, nearing 400 for me. 350 pages to 400 pages, like, between there is, like, perfect for me. But anything less than 350 pages on, like, it is like a simple read, and I would not really go for a book that is that small in a store. This book is 225 pages. I could probably read this in a day. Yeah, I'll probably definitely read this in April. I'll probably just jump straight into it and read it. Oh, read it like that, and it'll be gone. Yeah, I'm not actually that sure what it's about. The blurb is technically not really a blurb, it's just kind of this little section here, and I think a lot of it is about deception and lies, and, you know, a lot about finding out the truth. And I think it is about, I think it's a young adults book. I think it's about young adults. I think it has a lot about lies and stuff like that in it. I think it's maybe like a mystery that unfolds. So yeah, this is the next book on my TBR. The next book that I have on my TBR for April is this book called Restore Me by Tahira Mafi. This book is part of a series that I've been reading since about probably November time. I think I've read 3 of the books. Yeah, if you've ever heard of the series, I think it's the series as a whole is called the Shatter Me series because her first ever novel was called Shatter Me, and I've read the 2 books after Shatter Me, and this is the 4th book in. I'm obviously reading this book to kind of try and finish the series. There's this book, I've got another one up there, and then she's released another one this year, or is releasing another one this year. I don't know whether that's the final one because obviously I don't know what's about to happen next in the plot. This book is 435 pages long, so just out of my comfort zone, but definitely readable. I can do it. It just makes me nervous to know that I have so many pages to read, that I know that it's probably going to take me a long time. It's based around a lot of love and like fantasy things and mystical things and powers and stuff. It's got a lot of war in it. Yeah, but yeah, this is next on my TBR. But in April I do technically finish uni, so I will have a lot of time on my hands, so hopefully I'll be able to just go and sit in a coffee shop at 10 AM in the morning and just sit there for hours and read my life away. Fingers crossed about that. The next book on my TBR for April was never actually on my TBR until last week. I went into Asda, and Asda sometimes we have in our Asda anyway, not here in university, back at home where I live. There's basically like a whole aisle of books and they have a lot of offers on, and I never purchase hardbacks. I think they're so much expensive than paperbacks, and I just don't see the point in spending the money on a hardback when you can get the same book in a paperback. I also think they take up a lot of space and they look a lot less pretty than paperbacks, and I feel more comfortable reading a paperback. Like, I think it's more comfortable to like physically read in your hands. So when I seen this hardback on offer for £5, I was like, in my basket straight away, please. So I actually picked up a hardback called The Guest List by Lucy Foley. Yeah, I've done no research on this book. I've heard nothing about it. Like, I haven't heard anyone have read it. I've looked at no reviews. I'm literally going off nothing with this. So the blurb says, each has a secret, each has a motive. Off the windswept Irish coast, guests gather for the wedding of the year. Old friends, past grudges, happy families, hidden jealousies. 13 guests and one body. One guest won't leave this wedding alive. So I think it is a murder mystery, which I love. I only really read crime and thriller novels and horror novels. Now and then I will step out of my comfort zone and try and read some fantasy, because I've been trying to get into fantasy novels a little bit more, but it's a slow process. I suppose when you've been reading a certain genre of novels for basically your whole life, diving into a different sea of genre is difficult. So I'm trying to dip into some different new genres, but find it a little bit difficult at the moment, and do want to stick with my original genre of like crime, detective, thrillers, horrors, anything with a bit of scary, blood, guts, gore, courtrooms, anything like that in it, and I'm all up for it. So yeah, this one is straight back into my comfort zone of like a crime mystery novel. My only concern about this book is the fact that it was on offer for £5. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfect, which I love. I love a perfect book. So yeah, there's literally nothing wrong with it. It's a hardback, so it should be at least £10. It's thick. It all just looks perfect. But then it's £5. So I'm kind of like, is this a really awful novel? And that's why they put it down to £5, because it's not selling. Or did I just get lucky? I really don't know. So if you have read this book, or if you have read any of Lucy Foley's work, please do leave a comment down below and let me know how you feel about it, because I'm quite anxious to get started on this one. I'm one of them people who will start a series or start a novel, and whether I like it or not, I will have to finish it. So I'm a bit nervous about investing into this and getting like 60 pages in and realising it's just not my cup of tea, because that means then I have to finish the whole 400 pages. So yeah, that is the next book on my TBR for April. Okay, so the final book on my April TBR is a book that came out a while ago. It is part of a series, and recently in the book community there has been a huge uproar about this author's third book of the series, which is recently released. Everyone's been going insane about it. It is a fantasy novel, so completely out of my comfort zone once again. But yeah, everyone went crazy about the third book. I'd never even heard of the series until this whole uproar happened about the third book of the series. And I was just like, I just need to know what all the talking's about. Like, I need to know what everyone's so excited about. I need to know why everyone's going crazy about this book. So I dipped into Waterstones while this was all going on around about Christmas time, November time, and I picked up a copy of The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I know that a lot of you, if you are watching this video, you're all probably into books, and a lot of you probably read this. There's being out of my comfort zone, and then there's this. This is so far out of my comfort zone it hits, but I'm just so nosy, and there was such a crazy uproar and everyone was going insane. And I was like, I just have to know what this is all about. I have to know what I'm missing. So I bought it. So now I do have The Cruel Prince, and it is on my April TBR. Like I said, the whole genre thing, like, just like, am I really ready to dip this much into a fantasy novel? Like, this is a real fantasy novel. Yeah, it's just not my style of writing or my style of what I enjoy to read at all. But I'm really going to try and push myself out of my comfort zone and read it. I'm looking to start this book near the end of April, and this will be the last book in my TBR. I'm quite nervous about this one. It is 370 pages long, which is definitely doable for me, 100%. It's just getting into it, it's just picking up and just opening that first page and committing to it. That is going to be the hard part for me. But we will see. Hopefully by the end of April it'll be read, it'll be finished, and I will have hopefully enjoyed it and will have picked up The Wicked King. But we shall see. Possibly, maybe not, maybe yeah. I don't know, we'll see. And yeah, so I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did like this video, please give it a huge thumbs up, because it really will support my channel, especially considering that this is a brand new channel. This is my first video. All the support is welcome and really appreciated. Please do hit the subscribe button below if you do like books, if you are a student, if you are a writer, any of the above, anything to do with writing, reading, words. Please do hit the subscribe button, because I would love you to join this family with me and help me become more a part of the book community. Yeah, I will be talking a lot on this channel about the progress on my novel, which I'm currently working on. I will be talking a lot about university. There may be some university vlogs, obviously, because I do creative writing. It does tie into book related things. And obviously there will be a lot of TBRs, there will be a lot of book reviews. If there's any recommendations that you would like me to read, or you would like me to test out for you before you have to invest in it yourself, please do leave them below or leave them on my Instagram. I will be more than happy to help you with that. And that's all really. I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm not sure when my uploads will be, because at this point I've been wanting to kind of start this channel for so long, and this evening a girl that I used to work with put on a TBR on her YouTube, and I've literally been wanting to start this channel for so long and do book videos, but like I just kept blowing it off. And then when I seen her do that, I was like, right, I'm gonna sit down and film my TBR right now, right this second. So I did, and yeah, I've just been wanting to start this channel for so long, so this has kind of been a spur of the moment thing. I've just jumped in and just made this video like this. I have no idea when my upload day is going to be. All I know is that this video will probably be going up on the first Friday of April. So at the moment I'm looking towards uploading on Fridays, but things may change, you know. But hit the notifications bell so that you never miss a video, because I'm not sure of the upload day right now. Please do follow me on my Instagram for YouTube updates, because they will be on there so that you never miss a video. And yeah, thank you so much if you did come along and make it to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. tell your friends, tell your book friends. I love you so much already, and have a beautiful evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time this video goes up. I shall see you next time. Bye.